Would you like to support Cubs Out Loud? One way is to join us over on Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, patrons get early access to our shows, the pre and post show, and various other rewards. You can learn more at patreon.com/CubsOutLoud. Thanks to all our patrons for their support in making this podcast. It's Sunday, May 5th, 2024. I'm Jeff.
Who's your bear? That's right. I am your bear.
I'm Damon.
I don't brew the tea, I just serve it.
And that makes me Gary.
Everyone else is thinking it, and I just say it.
Welcome to Cubs Out Loud, the Bear Podcast of Indeterminate Length, episode number 439. And
Or
What?
that goes. Yeah, can you make sure to put my name on it? Yeah, thanks. Okay, cool. Yeah, can you keep it down? Yeah, I need to record the show. Yeah, thanks.
girl.
Whatever.
Sorry, I got people packing up my stuff. The movers are here, so I need to make sure that's all taken care of.
Back to what is the episode number?
739. I didn't say that right, did I?
Thank you.
You said
Okay.
no. Well,
you
anyway,
took us back 300 episodes, and David and I were like, "What?"
Did I
And
say
then I'm like busy
379?
checking, and I was like, "You said 439," and I was like, "What?"
439?
And I was like, "Oh, is that a typo?" Like,
439?
I'll own it if it's
No. That was Jeff brain farting.
I just thought it was funny. I was like, 439. I was like, "What?"
Anyways,
interestingly enough,
Yes.
COL 439 was exploring bears.
Oh.
oh, interesting.
Anywho,
Anyways, let's get into this. So as I just mentioned, I have movers here. They're packing me up and making sure that everything, depending on certain circumstances, they're probably going to take all my boxes and put it at one of my coworkers' house until I can find a place we can move it in. So, hey, Damon, guess what I may be asking for in about next week?
what?
Just a little bit of moving of stuff. Help.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. We shall see what we can do.
Because, if instead of them getting it to my apartment, if I can't, the place won't actually have it available or not, then I may have it drop at my coworker's house until I can actually have a place to put it. So that's going to be the thing. Yes, folks, in just 3 days, I will be on the road. Literally driving long hours over 2 or 3 days until I get into the city that Damon currently is in, where I will stay.
So, I think this is a good time to tell people that we're taking a week off. We will not. Yeah, we will not be having an episode on the 12th for that week. And we're also not going to do a flashback. We're just going to take a whole week off, and this is going to give Jeff time to get acclimated and settled.
And internet. Which is
That part.
And I'm going to have to shop around because my current look into what's available, I was hoping to get it from one company, but it currently doesn't really have much access to that place because I can't get the speeds I want. especially when you're trying to stream things and play video games and online video games and everything. So it will be interesting. And so for the month of April, it's been me doing a lot of procrastination. I did have a Saturday where two of my coworkers came over and helped do a little sorting out of my living room space. We and then getting a whole bunch of junk out, disposing of a few things. I got rid of all my CDs. They've been sitting in the corner and hasn't been touched. In fact, one of my racks was still tape wrapped up from when I moved to this apartment. So I'm like, okay, it's probably time just to get that media. But we did pack up my DVDs and Blu-rays, considering I want to keep those, which will be exceptionally helpful during my internet downtime. So when I'm home, because I am taking my TV, my Blu-ray player, that I can watch something and entertain myself.
Fair.
Yeah. Currently, I've got a Amazon shopping list of things that I would like to get. Once I've secured when I get my apartment, I will probably... There's a desk that I think I'm just going to order off of Amazon just because I really like that desk and really want that desk. So I think I'm just going to get that desk instead of being like, hey, this is the type of desk I want. This is kind of my checklist of things I want to get. Although I might look around local for futons. Damon, do you want to...
IKEA is a place.
IKEA?
God. When's the last time I was at IKEA? God.
We can...
Never.
I can buy you some
No, I've
Swedish
been to
meatballs.
IKEA.
Right. No, I was
I've
just
been
saying,
there.
for the record, I've never been.
Oh. Well,
Yes,
there
I
you
know.
go.
I'm losing gay points for putting that out into the universe and admitting it. I've never been to IKEA.
So what are you doing on the 13th?
Working.
Me.
Wait a minute. No. The 11th.
I have meetings.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing stuff too. Yep.
Well, apparently I won't have anybody to go shopping with me.
Yeah.
I see how my co-hosts are.
Well,
And
Yeah.
also, as of the 29th, I started teaching again.
Congrats.
I'm back to the role I essentially had for 2.5 years. 3 years? Oh, I don't know when I got that. With also the future prospect of my manager said he might be looking to see if I can get another promotion. Which means more money, of course. So just got our annual salary bump and bonuses. So it's great. Otherwise, it's been a slow first half of the month and then kind of a sprint the second half of the month with a lot of stress and procrastination as I want to do. So here we are. I need to still take this down and get rid of it and make sure my computer's packed up and going. So we don't have much time. Let's continue. Damon.
well, to sort of keep it short and sweet-ish, this month, April was busy with chorus stuff. We had our retreat, which is always a fun time for the vice president of membership. Ding. Because I have to coordinate things like we do a lunch and all that. So, but it got done and everyone was having a good time, which I was really appreciative of. Wow. Um, and then I put liaisons. One of the things that has happened, um, actually happened earlier this year, but I am now the associate liaison for Onyx Great Lakes. So it's a appointed position by the board. But one of the big things that I did this month was I coordinated the interviews for new associate members, and we had about a dozen um, interview. We had 14 interviews, and then that was the initial interview, and then we had a second interview with the membership where they voted to let them in, and we got 12 new associate members. So my month has been busy coordinating that, getting them together, and now getting all of the information so that they can then be presented to the world of Onyx. Yeah, so very much looking forward to having a little time off because May is. I feel like May is going to be just as busy. Yeah, Gary.
Oh, I hear you on that one. The Brizzy. Wow, I made up a new word. The busy spring season is here.
Yep.
April has flown by quite a bit, and in this month alone, I have 3 travel times, sort of all related around work. Every other week, I'm gone for a minimum of 2 to 4 days. Well, 2 days just happened. I'm going to be gone for 4 days in another week, and at the end of the month after the holiday, I'm gone for another 4 days. So,
wow.
Oh, and in the midst of all that, we just nailed down the awareness walk that's going to take place this month. So I'm, dealing with that. And then it's going to be Pride Month, and we're going to have Pride. And yeah, so that's why I have like my week. My weekends are supposed to be my recovery, and that's not really happening right now, because I have 2 jobs, and then I serve as an officer of some capacity on 3 nonprofit boards. So that involves a lot of meetings and a bunch of stuff. So it makes it difficult to get anything accomplished, or to plan stuff, or to do things, or to go places, because I've got other commitments and things, So there's that. So very busy spring season, which will, fly by, and like I said, then it'll be Pride, and before we know it, it'll be the middle of summer. So, wee.
Wow, I think I had the longest segment, which is usually not the case.
Well, you got a lot going on.
Yeah, guess that means this. Gary, what's been going on over in the Facebooks?
So we got a bunch of likes on Facebook, which is fine. I don't know what's prompting them. I know when Damon was going for his title and like being, that position, and now that they have their title, like there are times that like we kind of see waves of people and/or interest. But I don't know that there's been any like real solicitation or requests or anything at the moment. But anyways, we would like to thank the following individuals for liking us on Facebook: Charles K. Brown, which I happen to know who that is, Morrow Dawson, Jesse Quintana, Gary Moore, Travis Spearing, James Jonathan, Tony Sorfi, and Ilion Neeler Beeb or BB. So thanks for liking us over on the Facebook portion of stuff. And Damon, I think we got a couple more YouTube subscribers in the past month.
We did. So thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Be sure to like, comment as well. Our subscribers for the month of April were Philip Shope, Dennis Ray, and Beta Pup Max Dennis. Welcome. And we got some Twitter followers as well.
Yeah,
Jeff?
over on X. We are being followed by Masculine Jason Razrageous _on H Fubben 39663 The Cub Scout and GG544954 2739916. Is that an E or G or something?
I don't know.
And you
Oh,
USSDJ.
Yes,
I
Damon?
remember the Cub Scout. He just I was like, why did this Cub Scout for reading? Yeah, I've been following him for a minute, and he actually said, I just discovered your podcast. It's fantastic. Thank you for bringing folks to that content.
Yay.
Aww.
Yeah. So he sent me that message. So yeah. Yay.
And they use the word of the day. The word of the day is content.
Stop. There we go. New soundboard, folks.
Yeah. There's that.
Anyways, what's been going on over in the Patreon, Scary?
Patreon. We want to thank the following folks for being patrons of our lovely little shindig here. A big bear cub hugs to our patrons at the Cubster level, Charles W. and Michael K. Our Bears, Dave T, Lee, and Michael Q. Plus our buddies Lloyd G and Michael V. So
Yay.
Just realized we have a Michael at every level.
We do.
We do. I don't know why I never picked up on that before. We have a triumvirate.
Thank you, Michael.
Triumvirate of Michaels.
Or Mike, however you prefer to go.
Yeah.
And all of our other patrons.
Great.
And let's review the shows that we've had this month, Gary.
Yeah, so I had to almost triple check this list because I was like, wait, like how many shows were there? But what happened was there were 5 Sundays in March. So our March What's Going On was at the very end, very last day of March. And now because of the timing, we're actually like many weeks later, this is probably about the furthest away we could get between these particular episodes. So 734 was the What's Going On for March of 2024. 735, we did Let's Talk About Food, where we talked about cheese. Then episode 736, we did updates and planning. This is just kind of like a FYI to everybody out there about what was going on in our lives, and talk a little bit about Jeff's upcoming move. And then 737, we did Let's Talk About Nudity.
Oh.
Which is kind of a prequel, right?
It is, leading into last week's episode, the Western Exposure interview, which was the one and only West Fisher of the becoming quite popular exposure events and Bear Union and Guys 2. And I mean, I don't know what more they're going to take over the world with, but you know, it was really exciting to be able to have West come on, just because I think we've been aware of the events for a little while, and several folks have kind of like commented to me about like, when am I going to go? And I was like, eventually, you know, kind of when I can afford it, because it's way over in Palm Springs on the west side of the damn country. Although there is the new Eastern Exposure. Anyways, we talk about that. So I suggest you go check out last week's episode, 738.
It was a great show.
Mm-hmm. He's a great guy.
Yeah. And with that, yeah, this is a quick show so far. Let's get right into this. All right, that's enough of that. Damon, what do you got for us?
So Gary saw the first one. So this is from a familiar pick of mine from which is Skin and Earth. Um, and I called it tongue bath, but because it says dad's balls require your tongue. And he's got his balls and cock out from the underwear he has on, and that's pretty much all he's wearing besides a nice pair of glasses. Actually, those are really nice. Sorry. The glasses are really nice, just random aside, but yeah,
It's all nice.
it's all very nice.
He's
Yes,
got one,
Skin and Earth
he's
has
one nice package.
yes, indeed. He is quite the sexy man. I've been yeah.
Not that the purpose of the picture isn't exciting enough. I'm amused that I'm looking at the underwear and it has all these little plants on it, like as a motif.
Yeah.
I'm like, so does this mean they're a plant daddy?
I
I'm intrigued.
am as well. Yeah, but just I would gladly. I mean, tongue those. They look very lovely.
Yeah.
Very likable.
Anyway, moving right along. The next one is it's Go-Go outfit, and it is from at Coveroon. Sorry. And it's his Go-Go outfit for Friday, he said, and it mentions Barracuda Matt, which I'm assuming is the creator of Barracuda, which is the bear go-go dance parties that I've seen around the country. It has got a nice little singlet, I will say, put in quotation marks.
Well, no, it is a singlet. It's a low-cut singlet. So
very low cut.
For those that are kind of familiar with like wrestling gear, like singlets is kind of the spandexy neoprene-ish whatever like outfit that you wear. And most of the time, I think when people think of wrestling, men's wrestling, they're like thinking that you're covered from like almost your knees up past your shoulders, like or whatever. But there are this variety, which I mean, you could wrestle in it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna stay on, but
no, it's
not. But anyways,
I mean, it can.
Yeah, so there's different cuts, and by cut in this case I'm referring to like the cowl, like how far the neckline comes down. And in this particular one it goes so far down that something has popped out.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Nice little hard cock there. Very fun. And he actually even in the links shared how you can purchase it. It's a Japanese brand called Propaganda, which is an interesting name for a brand. Yeah, it's a cute little singlet kind of thing, and it's also ass. You know, it has a cutout in the ass too, which we can't see in the picture, but we got plenty of good things to see here. Nice chest, nice belly, thick thighs, thick cock. Yeah, boom, 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 boom.
I like their model.
Gary,
and they're on sale right now.
Yeah, normally
What'd you say?
$34.79,
Wow.
and they're currently $24.35, and their model is very
Nice to look at. Hell of a nice ass.
Come in three
Wow.
colors: light gray, yellow green, and light blue.
Yeah.
yeah.
What they call the light blue is the one that Cameron's wearing in this particular picture. Yeah. Okay.
My favorite part is
Oh, you're
the
welcome,
model
y'all.
doesn't have a six pack. He's got a small keg.
Yeah. Got a cute furry butt too.
Yeah.
Furry everywhere. Like furries are everywhere. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, Gary,
We're gonna
keep distracted.
have to send this link to Tony because they sell wrestling bodysuits. Anyways, maybe he already knows about it. So my first one is called Sexual Liberation. And the reason why is this is from the Leather Archives and Museum. And it is a quote from Down Again by Ellen Willis. And I just really like the quote. It says, "For many men, freedom to separate sex from relationship without guilt or hypocrisy has always been what sexual liberation is about. The conventionally masculine dream of pure lust is, I'm convinced, as conservative in its way as the conventionally female romanticism that converts lust to pure emotion, or for that matter, the patriarchal values that subordinate passion to marriage and procreation. All are attempts to tame sex, to make it safe by holding something back." And I just really kind of I like the fact that LAM is like doing these quotes from our history. But I really appreciated the concept that sexual liberation is about like taking what we are told and like, redefining it in a different way. Because I think most people, when they think of sex, they don't probably come to mind that they are putting limitations on themselves, because that's what society says. But so there's that. And then I also have hot and sour bear thirst.
So speaking of sex,
well, so at would be himbo is their profile name, but they kind of named their account Hot and Sour Bear. So there's this ginger bear. Oh, God, is he gorgeous?
Yeah.
And so what it actually says for the picture is, "Oopsie, deleted this the first time anyway. Still works for Thirsty Thursday. Stay thirsty, boys." Yes, Damon.
I'm thirsty. Hold on.
So he is in his birthday suit with just glasses on and a necklace and a ring on his finger. I'm not sure if it's a wedding band or not. It doesn't matter because he is a ginger who is bald with a beard and he is fuzzy all over, and he has, my God, that erect penis is like nearly perfection.
Very distracting.
Well,
is it
full and thick and very erect, and anyways.
Mm-hmm. Who are you? I'm going to follow you.
And it's not even like, the stereotypical 8-inch plus gargantuan, whatever kind of, thing.
Yeah.
So anyways.
He's also tall.
He is 6'4". Yeah.
Oh. Nice.
His profile says, "Mikey from Recess, all grown up, but make it horny." And apparently is engaged to M. Cuddlefish, lives in Iowa. Make love, drink water, take your meds. Nice.
Aw. He's engaged, so that probably is it might be his right hand though. Oh, it could work. It could be an engagement ring. Anyway, just random aside.
It's funny because back on April 25th, they said, "Happy perfect date." And then they quoted, oh, hell, what's the movie?
Oh, God.
That's awful. It's a camp classic, and I can't think of the movie.
Not Drop Dead Gorgeous. No.
No, I think that's right.
Am I right?
Hang on. As we madly search the internet. Yes.
Is William Shatner in
that?
Yes, William Shatner is in Drop Dead Gorgeous. Oh no. We're all wrong. It's Miscongeniality.
That's it. Miscongeniality.
I will say this. That's close.
But yeah, in the film, Shatner,
tangential, honestly, from my understanding.
Right. So in the film, Shatner plays the pageant host Sandfields in the 2000 film, and he says, "Miss Rhode Island, describe your perfect date." And the contestant's reply is what the meme is all about. "Oh, that's a tough one. I'd have to say April 25th because it's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket." Because she took the question in a whole different spin. And it's one of my favorite things about the internet, because people are just like, that's a thing. So back to our gentleman. So he quoted that for Miscongeniality. And so what he says is, "Happy perfect date. I'll add to the mix is," you guessed it, butt sex. And then he has a beautiful picture of his erect penis just ready
Yes.
for the butt sex. And it
Damn.
just amuses me to no end that he
Damn.
was like, let's take a meme and we'll add something to it.
It's very rare that I'm just like flabbergasted. This. Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. So there's that. You're all welcome, internet.
Thank you.
Not that I put it out there. Like I didn't create it, but you know, now that I'm sharing it.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I don't
Right.
have a Twitter post, but I do have a link. So we'll move into those.
Mhm.
And I just wanted to reiterate, associate a previous pick
Mhm.
with the film theorists, because we already talked about Matt Pat retiring from the main channels, right?
Mhm.
And he has 4 of them. There's 4 of them. There's game theorists, his original one, and film theorists, food theorists, and style theorists. Well, I want to refer specifically to film theorists, mainly because the person who took over, Lee, is one hot motherfucker.
I wondered that pregnant pause, and I was like, is he gonna go all horny on this? Yep.
Yes. He is a big, chubby man with beard, a very neatly trimmed beard. And he's got, like, one of the things that I find really sexy, small eyes.
Hmm.
So I'm linking
Okay.
the channel, as well as, I don't remember if it was after the retirement or before the retirement. I think it might have been before the retirement, after he'd announced, but before he actually officially retired. Matt Pat, who still is on the GT Live channel,
Mhm.
he's still doing that. But they're doing what they refer to as GT Not Lives, where they pre-record a few things. Probably more for travel and stuff like that, where you can't necessarily stream live and wants to do other things. But he spent some time with each of the new hosts on that channel and kind of like refresh like how they were associated before they came to be a host, and just kind of discuss a few things. And so I linked the one where he brought Leon for his theory review. What's next for film theory? So you can see his cute adorableness. And he has a great deep voice.
Nice.
I want him to read
Speaking of pre-recording,
some. Can you read a dirty story to me? I appreciate that.
You never know.
So, if you want to give us any feedback, there's plenty of ways to do that. If you would like links to any of these, because if you haven't noticed by now, this is not live. It's being pre-recorded. One, I'll be busy today. But you can comment. You can see the links to these X posts and links to the film theorists over on our website, cubsoutloud.com. You shoot us an email at cubsoutloud@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail at 361-COL-TALK. That's 361-265-8255. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at Cubs Out Loud in the appropriate place of the URL. You can also join our entourage chat on Telegram at bit.ly/telegram-col. You can also follow our Google Calendar to see when we're planning on recording these shows live, at bit.ly/calendar-col. You get various accoutrements, such as flexibility is for accessibility shirt. Consent is my foreplay shirt, which both my co-hosts had. Neither one decided to coordinate their shirts so that they were wearing something different. But that's okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay, slightly different because one has bear and one is just the generic Cubs Out Loud.
Well,
And
one
there's
is
nothing
pride, and then one is
Pride and
bear.
Okay.
They're different.
Yeah. Got hats, t-shirts, a whole bunch of different things. You can find more of that. And some of those designs were designed by Smashy. You can find more of his work at tpublic.com/user/SmashyTheBear. Please support him because we love his work and appreciate his work. And that reminds me of one other thing that I needed to do that I keep forgetting to do anyways. You can also become a patron at patreon.com/CubsOutLoud or send us a donation at paypal.me/CubsOutLoud. Since I'm going to be in the same city as Damon, one of the things we could look into is getting a dual setup or even a tri setup because I'll be much closer to Gary. So if Gary's in town and Damon already lives in town and I'll be living in town, maybe we could have a setup where we're all together in the same place. Never happened before.
That's true. It hasn't happened before. To be fair, though, I'm only in Cincinnati like maybe 2 times a year. So, like,
I know, but if we have what we need when you are there, get better experiences to up the.
we could be
podcast.
so obnoxious. We could buy one of those owl cameras. I don't know if you two are familiar with this thing. It's voice activated, so the camera spins around on a little tripod and points at the person that's talking. We use it in my statewide coalition. I hate it with like the passion of 1,000 suns because it's always on delay. And like if its sensitivity is too high, like it just spins nonstop because it hears a noise over here versus a noise over there. Maybe for the three of us it would work better. I mean, I'm talking about in a meeting where there's like, anywhere from like a dozen to 3 dozen people. So it's just, it's anyways.
All I'm saying is
Not high on my list.
Is people might be asking, "Hey Jeff, why are you asking for money? You've been doing this for free and you have it available for free. Why are you asking for money?" Well, here's why. Because we want to provide better content, and when we have these type of opportunities, we can employ our opportunism. Anyways, you can also find us on various podcasting platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, and Audible. Please rate us, review this there. Those do help to get us in front of other people's eyes so that other people know about the show. Which reminds me, on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. The more you do that, higher an algorithm, etc., etc. Find me anywhere in the internet. Boxset, Box Poppy, Box Cub, Box Sub 3 other. Interaction may be minimum, but I'm there. Damon?
There we go. Cool. If you wish to get in touch with me, you can find me as TheaterCub79. That's TheaterCub79. Our most favorite related sites are on Facebook. Or you can find me as pup_umber on Twitter or pup_umber79 on Blue Sky. Those are not safe for work. For safe for work stuff, you can find me as DMAGamer79 on Twitter or TikTok.
And with that,
Gary.
oh,
Gary.
Gary.
I know we're quick, but
anybody but Jeff that wants to find me online can go and type in CareBear73. Apparently, Jeff doesn't want me to be found. So,
and with that, say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.